Disney needs to stop remaking classics. Disney needs to stop remaking classics into live action, right? Welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And this is a live news show, guys, for movie fans, where we'll be talking about these topics today. Enola Holmes has some sequels. Well, tomorrow Enola Holmes 2 comes out. What is the release date for Mandalorian Season 3? Steven Spielberg wants to make a Western. Well, we start off today's show by talking about this headline that just reeks of audacity. Hercules, live-action remake from the Russo brothers. Disney's live-action Hercules is taking inspiration from TikTok. What the heck is this, guys? The Russo brothers. They did Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. Civil War. So, come on. You know that at least they got a pedigree to deal with these kinds of things. But outside the MCU, they really haven't had that much success. What's audacious about this is that inspiration from TikTok. What is that going to mean? Is that going to mean that they're going to make a musical, but it's going to be cut up into little bits? Is it going to be kind of like they're going to start to sing, then 5 seconds later they stop and they do something different? Like what the heck is going on with that? So let's read into this quote a little bit more with this, guys. What's going on here? Joe Russo was on Variety, and he said this. There are questions about how you translate it as a musical. Audiences today have been trained by TikTok, right? What is their expectation of what that musical looks like and feels like? Well, that can be a lot of fun and help us push the boundaries of a little bit on how you execute a modern musical. Okay, live action Hercules as a musical. Guys, oh my God. Okay, well, you know that Little Mermaid's going to be coming out too next year, right? And that's going to be a more traditional musical where they actually break into full songs. TikTok just makes me think that they're going to have it like all choppy. Who knows? Like what else could it possibly mean? Like TikTok, you know, is, well, known for having short videos. And, you know, I do interact on TikTok. You can find me right there on the other social media handles. I'm just kind of like, yeah, guys, I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you this. If Little Mermaid doesn't do all that well, I like the trailers, I like the teaser for it. I thought it was pretty cool. But if this Hercules thing, like the Russo brothers, if this doesn't work for them, then yeah, man, I'm not feeling it. Starlight Girl says, oh no, they need to stop. TikTok the hell? Why? Don't ruin my childhood. Yeah, I think that's going to be the sentiment of a lot of people here, right? Is that why would you use TikTok as inspiration? Is it going to be edited that way, you mean? Like it's going to be choppy you're going to get an edit every 5 seconds? Well, some movies do that anyway. So other than singing and stopping and changing around, maybe it'll, who knows, man. Art Glass Viking says, I can imagine a lot of breaking into song and dance and flash mobbing in the live action Hercules, more funny and endearing. Maybe the flash mob kind of thing. I guess they will break away from the traditional, okay, this is the big song number and it's going to be a big sequence that we're going to film and it's going to be kind of like, no, maybe it'll be smaller, handheld, maybe that's the way it'll be, like that kind of cinematography style. I'm not seeing the connection here. I see the desire to try to appeal to the younger audiences out there for sure. I see that, but this is just... Seriously, guys? Really? Man, I think that, yeah. Ooh. All right. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. Okay, moving on. Margot Robbie is in the headlines. She came out and recently talked about her Barbie movie that's coming out, talking about, things from your past. Margot Robbie reveals how she approached the role of Barbie. And you read this article, and it starts off talking about her role in I, Tonya. It's kind of like, what the hell is this video? What the heck is this article, man? Up on MovieWeb. And they're like, I, Tonya was a good place to start. Like, well, what? And you start to read this article, and it's like the plot's under not all that known. Greta Gerwig has praise for Margot Robbie's performance. And yeah, Ryan Gosling is going to be playing Ken. From what I understand, there's going to be multiple Barbies and Kens. But Margot Robbie revealed a little bit insight as to what they were thinking about going into this project. So Robbie herself has described the story as being a little left of center. So it'll be a little bit of a progressive message, right? Before adding this. Something like Barbie, where the IP, the name itself, people immediately have an idea of, oh, Margot is playing Barbie. I know what that is, but our goal is to be like, whatever you're thinking, we're going to give you something totally different, the thing you didn't know you wanted. The thing you didn't know you wanted. We're going to give you something different in a Barbie movie. Well, we heard that it's supposed to be like a very interesting script, but there you go again with people thinking, well, we sort of know what we want from this, but you're going to give us something different anyway. It's like, why would you do that? Like even with the Hercules story there that you saw, it's kind of like you got something that fans would like. You don't have to adapt it directly, kind of like what sort of the Lion King tried to do, but change it up a little bit, but give us something that we didn't know that we wanted. See, that's the mindset sometimes that I would dance really cautiously around an idea like that. Why would you do that with something that's already really established? But anyway, I hear good things about Barbie. The performance is there from the director. Obviously, she's going to say good things. But I hear that the script is also supposed to be very intriguing. Multiple Kens and Barbies running around. Simu Liu is supposed to be a Ken. So I'll be looking forward to this regardless. I never thought I would be saying that for a Barbie movie, but I am. Jennifer Lawrence is in the headlines with a couple of things. And we saw this yesterday in the Twitter roundup, so you'll see a similar story here. But we'll start off by talking about this. Jennifer Lawrence reveals why she dropped out of Bad Blood. Bad Blood is a movie that was supposed to be directed by Adam McKay. Adam McKay. Now, they just worked together recently, right? For Don't Look Up. But this Bad Blood movie, I guess, she dropped out. Because after seeing fellow actor tackle the role, and who was that actor? Amanda Seyfried. So Amanda Seyfried starred in this series, a hit series for Hulu called The Dropout. And Jennifer Lawrence said, I thought she was terrific. And I was like, yeah, we don't need to redo that. She did it. Okay. So Jennifer Lawrence will no longer star as Elizabeth Holmes in Adam McKay's Bad Blood, she told me. She came to that conclusion after watching Amanda Seyfried play the role. Okay. And what was this Bad Blood supposed to be about anyway, guys? Bad Blood was supposed to be the film. Well, it is. I guess they're still going to make it. It just won't be with Jennifer Lawrence. The film will chronicle the rise and downfall of Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes, a Silicon Valley entrepreneur who became the youngest, richest self-made billionaire due to her blood testing startup. Okay. And then I guess there was some felony charges in there and stuff like that. So that's what that's about. Bad Blood. Adam McKay, he's a renowned director, right? Agree with the statement, whether it's real or not, that she left. Well, yeah, whatever. I think it was real. Why would she lie about that? I couldn't see reason why she would lie, but yeah, this reeks of a Jennifer Lawrence joke being misconstrued. You're reading a little bit too much more into it. But I guess that's why she's not in it. But, she's starring in a couple of other projects. We saw the other day that she's going to be also starring in this movie where she's like a mother struggling with postpartum depression or something like that. And she's going to be in this upcoming movie where she's a war veteran. So she's got some stuff coming down the works here again. And I'm really looking forward to it because she's definitely one of my favorite actresses. But it kind of hurt me the other day. She hurt me when this came out yesterday, right? Because she had this headline in the Twitter sphere yesterday that we saw that Adele tried to warn her about starring in the ill-received sci-fi flop Passengers. Now, actually, I did own it on Blu-ray for a little bit, but for some reason I got rid of it because the opportunity for a sale came up and it was a sale that I couldn't resist. I was kind of like, well, I do watch it, and it's now on Netflix, so maybe we could watch it on Netflix. I did like it because she was awesome in it. Chris Pratt was in it. It was kind of like, for me, what I said, I felt like it was a space version of The Shining because he kind of goes mad in it, right? he kind of goes insane. And then when she realizes what he was doing, there's her reaction. Oh God, it's breathtaking, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. And she's kind of like, well, Adele told me that it wasn't going to be that big of a hit, but no, I liked it, and it's kind of a bummer she feels that way about it. But some of the comments out there are saying, "Don't beat yourself up, Jennifer. I know it's. I know lots of people who enjoyed it, so that I did. That's good." And then yeah, you get a few buttheads in here that's saying, "I also regret seeing it." Nah, I love Passengers. I bought the movie and watched it several times. Yeah, there you go. Some people liked it. I don't know if she's just trying to be funny with that or not. Adele, why would Adele warn her about that? Did Adele read the script? Why would a musician read the script for a movie unless she was going to do a song for it? And I don't think Adele did a song for it. So why would that happen? It's kind of like that thing is that opinion about certain genres are not sophisticated enough for the higher elites, right? Yeah, I don't buy that. So I pay nonsense to that. That's hogwash. Let's take some live comments here. I thought Legally Blonde was a clever comedy. Barbie may be going for the same vibe. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's the way it's going to be. I think it's going to be kind of like they're living in the past, but they got to come around and make sure that people still recognize their value to society, right? Our Glass Vikings also says Jennifer is maturing as an actress. I wonder, is she done with comic book characters? It would be great to see her in a Marvel movie. I think she's done with comic book characters. She seems to be doing these next two movies of hers are a lot more serious in subject matter. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah. Well, she can do whatever she wants when it comes to acting. And it bummed me out too because I also read another headline that she was like her agency was not giving her scripts because they were like pigeonholing her like that, saying that she should be like doing these types of movies, and she wasn't seeing the scripts, so she fired them. So yeah, well, I'm a big Jennifer Lawrence fan. I'm also a Steven Spielberg fan, so what's this about him making a Western? Joe Blow decided to put this, they splashed this shamelessly all over their front page there. Steven Spielberg wants to make a Western film. Okay, well, cool. You know, I like to see him tackle different genres, but once I delved into this story, you realize that's not really about what it's about. There's a big quote in here. And he said to the Hollywood Reporter, and when you realize that this big quote has nothing to do about making a Western, it's all about his upcoming film, The Fabelmans. Okay. He's saying that this is a serious project that he would like to make. I started seriously thinking if I had to make one movie I hadn't made yet, something I really wanted to do on a very personal atomic level, that would be, and there was only one story I wanted to tell, and that was talking about The Fabelmans. So where is this Western thing coming from? It's tagged on here right at the end where he said, well, he still has more stories to tell. And one genre he hasn't personally tackled is that of a Western. That's it. That's the quote. And you weave that into the headline. It's more or less all about The Fabelmans, which I want to see because it's like semi-autobiographical, right? So, but yeah, of course, who wouldn't want to see a Western from Spielberg? For sure, he's got his musical bug out of the way now. So he's just making projects that he wants to make. So yeah, why wouldn't he make a Western? I'd be up for that. Cool, man. Cool. Aubrey Plaza is in the headlines. That's really cool because I do like Aubrey Plaza. She is joining the MCU. She's joining the MCU for sure. This broke last night. Aubrey Plaza is joining Marvel's Agatha Coven of Chaos, and that's cool. Catherine Hahn, the WandaVision spin-off about Agatha. You know, it was Agatha all along. Yeah, cool, man. I like Aubrey Plaza for sure. So it remains to be seen as to what kind of character she's going to play, or is she going to be part of the Coven, or what the heck? I'm sure they're going to do time jumps in there and stuff like that, but cool. Aubrey Plaza, I would say you can't go really wrong with that. Of course, there's also going to be another spinoff, possibly with Vision. So there's possibilities there that things can like interweave and stuff like that. Because I'm sure that if Agatha is going to be in this again, that'll open the door for somehow Wanda to come back in some facility, in some capacity, right? That's what I want to see. Going over to the IMDb for Agatha Coven of Chaos, it's expected in 2023. If they haven't, if they're shooting it now, it would be late 2023, right? No idea how many episodes just as of yet, but Aubrey Plaza would join Joel Locke, that was just announced the other day, and Emma Caulfield Ford with Catherine Hahn. There you go. I don't know, guys. What do you think about that? I thought that was pretty cool anyway. I did. I do like Aubrey Plaza. Arglass says, I was surprised Steven hasn't made a Western. If it's a lighthearted adventure, okay, cool, but the history shouldn't be downplayed. There were tough, lawless times. Yeah, there was. I don't know what it could be. Just make like a small, self-contained Western. Something along the lines of hopefully like a Bone Tomahawk. That would be kind of cool. Bone Tomahawk. That was a cool movie. We could do a live action. We could do a live reaction for that. Bone Tomahawk. But I got something up my sleeve for this weekend, guys. Perhaps it may surprise some people. Okay, for Saturday. It won't be live though, because I think I've said too much. Okay, some other cool news. Sandman gets renewed, and that's actually, I find that's kind of nice, actually. The Sandman renewed for season 2 at Netflix, because I'm somebody who, I like the second half of the season when they were talking more about the vortex and stuff like that. It was one of those episodes, it was one of those seasons, actually, sorry. It was one of those seasons where it didn't have a big impact to start off. Like, people talked about it, but they would watch it in batches. So the numbers for it, the viewership numbers were a little sporadic, right? They weren't just a big peak and then kind of slowly dwindled down. It was kind of like batchy. So they waited a bit to announce it, and I'm excited for it. I'd be on board for it, because reflecting on the series as a whole afterwards, I really liked Sandman, thinking about it, because this guy did a great performance as the dream guy, right? And I want to see more of that. So cool. Now, there's no announcement as to when this is going to happen. Probably sometime next year. And then if you look at the comments, there are people out there that, they don't like it because the source material, it deviated too much from the source material. But there are people just like me that saying, yeah, we want to see more Sandman. And I hope they continue on that kind of flavor, that tone of the later half of the season. We know that there was a little bit of a cliffhanger there with him and Lucifer. They call her Lucifer in this one, right? So we know that Lucifer has got a bone to pick with him. And I figure that that's where part of the next season would go. And I like the interactions of them kind of like trying to figure things out. Who else weighed in on this? The actress who played Constantine. Now, they called it, in the series, they pronounced it Constantine, right? Johanna Constantine. She was happy about this. Jenna Coleman, who played this. He pronounced it. I haven't seen a Constantine in a while. So yeah, Arglass says, I want to like Sandman. It's a slow burn. Yeah, it is a bit of a slow burn. And it's kind of disjointed. And it feels like there's 2 seasons in one, right? Because the first half of the season really doesn't, there's like 2 kind of ideas there going on. That's what I meant by I like the second half when he's off dealing with the vortex. The first part is just him getting his powers and telling us what, all that he can do. And then there's that weird diner episode that had nothing to do with the rest of the series as far as I'm concerned. I was kind of like, ugh. Yeah, don't do anything like that, guys. I don't want to see more of that. But I would like to see Jenna Coleman back as Constantine. Constantine. Whatever. I want to see more of her in that. That would be kind of cool. Mandalorian Season 3, guys. This has been floating around for the last couple of days. The actual announcement here. Then Season 3 release date reportedly set. Now, traditionally, the first 2 seasons were released later in the year, like towards, well, right about now, actually, is usually when it would come out. But people are speculating that it's going to be early next year. Making Star Wars, I guess, has said that it's going to be set for February 22nd. And then they say take that with a grain of salt. But we know it's all in the can. We know it's wrapped. Grogu is going to be back in this one, and it's going to be more about maybe the war for Mandalore. February seems like a logical date right now for me. Just keep that in the back of your head that, yeah, we should be maybe anticipating. We already got the teaser. We see that Bo-Katan is back in that, so that's what's really going to draw me in for sure, to see how that all works out. Mandalorian, Season 3. Okay, what else is going on here, guys? Right now, the other things you can find here on Mirror Domains are we do full live watch-alongs for Star Wars Andor. Yeah, we're just talking about Star Wars. And we just watched episode 9 yesterday, guys. Full live reactions up on the channel. Great episode. Really cool stuff, man. The jailbreak is going to happen. I think it's going to happen. Tomorrow, it's already listed, guys. Enola Holmes 2, 1:30 p.m. And just over 24 hours, we're going to be watching Enola Holmes 2 full live movie watch-along. Millie Bobby Brown, Henry Cavill. Yeah, cool, man. On Saturdays, we do a horror weekly roundup where we talk about all the big horror movie news headlines that drop. Not a whole lot has happened this week, but we'll find some things to talk about for sure. And then, of course, yeah, we know we do the movie news live there. And yeah, you're going to find something that you like here on Mirror Domains for sure. There's going to be lots of little shorts, pictures. We're going to try to interact more with the community tab. You're going to see a lot more pictures and posts there because YouTube is slowly becoming the everything app, right? All the shorts are going to be put into their own little categories for you guys. Yeah, you're going to love the material here on Mirror Domains for sure. Okay, what's next? Oh, speaking about Andor. Yeah, Andor. This was kind of cool. There was an article up today, and it's a little bit spoilers, not too much. Andor Villain actor says fans won't cheer for her anymore. Denise Go plays Deidre, and Deidre Miro, she's like an Imperial officer searching for Cassie and Andor, right? And yesterday, she was just so cool in this episode. Now, they say that you won't cheer for her because she does torture people. She's fairly astute and hungry to hunt down the rebellion people, right? So yeah, she's going to be the big bad guy. And some of the scenes, like, she's ominous. She's dark, right? When she's interrogating people. Scary. Yeah. Tony wrote the first scenes for us to cheer for Deidre, but in the end, you don't do it anymore. She is not just a woman in a man's world, but a fascist in a world of fascists. Yeah. It was important to see that power corrodes women as much as men. And she's definitely ambitious. She's definitely ambitious, guys. She's one of my favorite characters in Andor. And I can't wait to see how that really pans out, because I think, yeah, she's going to bring us something special, hopefully, here by the end of this season. For sure. She's really cool. Andor, guys, check out our full live watch-alongs in the playlists that you can find for sure. And then, yeah, tomorrow we are going to be watching Enola Holmes 2, but let's talk a little bit about that, some Enola Holmes sequel potentials here. Well, we already got the second one, but if there's going to be a third one, what Enola Holmes 3 should include, according to Millie Bobby Brown? Okay. Well, it should include more challenging cases for Enola. Yeah, well, that's a no-brainer, I would imagine. Hey, you know what? She's putting her own money into this kind of stuff. So, yeah, it comes from a book series, so people can... There's definitely a lot more material there that they could draw from. But let's take a look at what she said here. In an interview with Screen Rant, I guess, the possibility of the third one came up, and she said, yeah, absolutely. I would love to be part of another one. I would love to see her do more cases, be put under pressure, be put into crazy situations, make her feel vulnerable again. I absolutely love seeing her back at work. Well, I think we all do, right? And the second one, it looks like they've beefed up the Henry Cavill Sherlock role in this one. So you're going to see a lot more of the brother and sister dynamic, which is what I really enjoyed about the first one. Because, he's Sherlock, so he's like renowned detective. And I can't wait to see what episode or Enola Holmes 2 tomorrow is going to bring us, because I'm anticipating it. And I hope you guys come and join us here on the channel and watch it. And it'll be on Netflix, so I'll be able to sync up my copy and let you know when I'm going to hit the play button so you can sync up your copies, and we'll watch it together and have some fun on a Friday afternoon. Hourglass Viking says Denise is doing a stellar job in Andor. She's Irish surname is Irish. We pronounce it Goff. Okay. Don't know why she has an English accent. Well, I think maybe I don't know. I wouldn't. My guess would be that maybe, and this is just speculation, that the Imperial officers in A New Hope and such were all they all had British accents because that's where they were shooting the film, right? So maybe that's why they tried that, just to continue on with that kind of theme, maybe. Okay, let's talk about some people behaving badly. I pulled a couple of articles for this, but then I just isolated it to this. Equalizer 3 bust. 120 grams of narcotics were seized from Equalizer 3 crew members. Oh, geez, guys, come on, give me a break here. The set of Denzel Washington's Equalizer 3 has become the site of a drug bust as Italian police seize 120 grams of narcotics from crew members. My God, man. You know what? This is just it's a bad look, man. Because you go over to these other countries to film there, and you hire on these crews, and this happens. What's going to happen is that studios will want to bring their own crews from their own countries now, so they can won't happen, right? It's just jeez. How's this going to impact the film industry? Well, there's going to be measures to be put in place, because what happens when they go over to, say, Italy, or if they come up here to Canada, they get like these tax incentives, right, to film there and say, well, hey, you can film here for cheaper and we'll give you a tax break on stuff. But if people are getting arrested, crew members are getting arrested for stuff like this, it's just terrible. And I'm just like, oof. Equalizer is anticipated for theaters September 2023. Now, as of now, no signs so far of stopping in spite of this production incident. So the production still seems to be rolling, but I'm sure that the production company just kind of would like to have that one go away. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Okay, guys, there are a few more headlines that are listed in the description. This is kind of like the bonus part. This is like the bonus show, right? You get a few more headlines here that are not in the digest. Because you noticed today that I published the digest a little bit earlier. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to use the digest. I know that I want to use it. It may come out at 11 a.m. And then I'll do the news back at 12. This morning, I just got caught up. It is what it is. It happens. Okay, so let's take a look at some other quick little headlines here. A petition. The Witcher fans petition for Netflix to bring back Henry Cavill. Ooh, you know how these petitions work. They always work, right? They always pan out and bring us the best things for fans. No, sadly they don't. Sign your little petition, but it's not going to do anything. Cavill, we hear the reports that he wasn't happy with the stories or whatever. He's not coming back. He's going to be doing Superman stuff, guys. Superman. But if you want to sign your petition, by all means, it helps. Well, I guess it is kind of a way to, cathartically dispel your frustrations with this. Join the people that are in that. Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't make light of it. Maybe I shouldn't, right? Because it does help people heal the wounds. But even if they, it wouldn't matter if you got 10 million people to sign it. He's done. He's gone. Why the Witcher's writers are so divisive with fans? Because it deviated from the source material, right? It's kind of like, this is the thing that we would want to see, but you're giving us something different. Now, I know that there's supposed to be things that you can adapt, and in those adaptations, you have to make changes and alterations like they did with Lord of the Rings. It's the same thing, right? People weren't happy with that, but I guess many people aren't happy with The Witcher. I don't see it happening after season 4. I don't see The Witcher sticking around anymore, mostly because of him backing out. Because a lot of people like Henry Cavill, but there's a petition out there, and if you want to check that out, by all means, I encourage it now. I switched sides, and yeah, by all means. Cher is in the headlines. Cher 76 holds hands with Amber Rose's ex, Alexander A.E. Edwards, 36. Tigga is his name? Tigga? Is that it? I don't know. They're just holding hands. Are they friends? Are they dating? 76. It's an age gap thing, guys. 36. Hey, they're adults. You can do what you want. Hey, if it's the other way around, a young girl with a really older man, nobody seemed to care about that. So for me, hey, have at it. If it makes you happy, man, go for it. Why not? Cher, of course, for sure. Just a fun little thing. Arglass Viking says the petition doesn't help Liam. Henry is in everything but the nativity. He made the right choice. We always have Highlander. Oh yeah, and we got the Highlander coming out with him too, which I think is obviously, it's got to be wrapped now. It's got to be all in the can. I don't hear any talks about him going back to do any kind of pickups yet for that or anything, but we'll have to see. Okay, now we'll talk about this a little bit more on the Horror Weekly Roundup when it comes, but on the last one, we talked that Shelley Duvall's coming back to the big screen, and it's going to be in something called Forest Hills, and we got a trailer this morning where she's going to be in it. Basically, all in the trailer, she says, you're a serial killer or something like that. That's all that we see in her, and that's a photo of her. Yeah, the trailer for the Forest Hills, guys. It stars Edward Furlong, who oh God, my God, yeah, I heard that he had some substance abuse problems, and he hasn't aged well, and he doesn't look well. What's this movie about? It's about somebody who believes he's turning into a werewolf or something. A man named Rico is tormented by nightmarish visions after enduring head trauma while camping in the Catskill Woods. And it's got Shelley Duvall in it. And I don't know, they're all part of kind of like a sharing group. And this guy, this guy here, he kills somebody. And then he's kind of like hallucinating if he's really killed somebody or not. Is he turning into a werewolf? Yeah, it's got Edward Furlong in it, and the acting in this, like, it looks like it was competently shot. It didn't look like it was competently rendered. Like, there's something jarring about the edits in it. The acting is atrocious, though. Edward Furlong in this is not good. And this guy, he's trying, but I think it's the script. The dialogue is terrible. We do see Shelley Duvall at one point. I don't know if it's supposed to be a flashback or something, but she says, yeah, you were a murderer, right? If he was hallucinating or not. And it's just a quick flash during the trailer. I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so there she is. She just says, you're a murderer, right? Shelley Duvall. So it's going to be like a small bit part. If I were to actually play something of this for you guys, you would see how God, how low budget it is, and it's a little bit shameful actually. But we'll talk about a little bit more on the Horror Weekly Roundup. Yeah, where are we at, guys? I think that's pretty much all the big stories today. What we'll do now is that we will take a look on the old Twitterverse to see if I've missed any big headlines, and then I think we'll call it a day, because we're going to publish a few more shorts here, just to try to generate some more views and stuff like that. And as I said, I'm just kind of experimenting this week with the digest to see what can work with it and what won't work with it, because Yeah, why not? And then next week we'll start back into I think we'll be doing movies on Monday. We'll be watching full movies on Mondays, and then we'll use that week to kind of like mine for material for shorts, and then we'll do. I think we'll start doing movies on Fridays as well, like actual full length movies. So maybe we'll even do. Maybe we will do Bone Tomahawk on Monday. Yeah, because something else is coming on Saturday. I think it'll surprise people. Hopefully, yes. Okay, what else we got here? Kate Blanchett. Yeah. Whatever. Let's go over to the old Twitterverse. There's nothing else that it was kind of a slower news day anyway. So me being late today, no big deal, I would say. Let's pull up the Twitter and see what's going on. Our Glass Viking says, for a moment I thought Edward Furlong was the guy in Parks and Rec, Ron Swanson. Yeah, he doesn't look good, does he? Yeah. First look at Sharper, starring Julianne Moore, Sebastian Stan. Okay. Sharper. First look at Julianne Moore. I don't see Julianne Moore, guys. There's Sebastian Stan. Okay, I guess that's Julianne Moore, but she's in the background with John Lithgow. John Lithgow, we like him. Are they a married couple? Okay. Sharper. The film will premiere on Apple TV Plus in February. Theo James will star in Netflix's series The Gentleman, based on the Guy Ritchie film. What? Okay. I like The Gentleman movie. I did. The series follows Eddie Halston, who has inherited his father's sizable estate only to discover that it's sitting on top of a weed empire. So is he going to be playing the Matthew McConaughey role? Is that what? Let's pull that up in the old IMDb here. No, he played a character named Mickey Pearson. Mickey Pearson. Colin Farrell was in that too. That was cool. I'm seeing Banshees of Inisherin this week. I think I'm going to go see it on Saturday. That's not the surprise coming, by the way, guys, because I have to go to the theater to see it. Theo James is, so he's going to, Eddie Halstead. So I don't think there was a character named Eddie Halstead in this. So it's going to be somebody new. Okay. Fletcher. Gentleman, based on that series, but I guess it'll take place in the same universe? Fascinating. First look at Darby and Dead. The film follows an introverted girl who has the ability to see dead people, including her now dead queen bee of the school. Film debuts on Hulu December 2nd. Well, hey, you know what? Hulu's been doing good with horror, so why not? A girl who can see dead people in high school. Interesting mix. Cool for Theo James. I like Colin Farrell's character in The Gentleman. Yeah, he was cool in that. Olivia Wilde is in talks to make her feature documentary directorial debut. The doc will chronicle the storied star-filled history of one of the world's most iconic 1970s music venues. A music venue, huh? I think most people would like to see a documentary as to what the hell happened on Don't Worry, Darling. That's what I'd like to see. Okay. Something there. Taylor Zakar Perez. Isabel Huppert. Lady Chatterley's Lover poster. Is that Netflix? December 2nd? Okay. The first official trailer for Lady Chatterley's Lover. Okay, so we got a trailer for that, and it looks like that's going to be a little bit racy. Yeah, why not? It's like a period romantic piece, right? There's some butt cheeks for you. They put that in the trailer? Oh my God. Come on, guys. Jennifer Lawrence's Causeway. Yeah, this is the one that she's going to be playing that Vietnam vet. Or I don't know how I would say Vietnam vet. She's playing a war veteran. It's not Vietnam. She's going to be playing a vet. Yeah. And then she comes back to society and has trouble adapting with Brian Tyree Henry. Streaming tomorrow, really. And displaying in limited theaters. Cool. Diane Keaton and Richard Gere, Susan Sarandon and Emma Roberts will star in a multi-generational romantic comedy, Maybe I Do. Richard Gere was just in town here, my town, filming something. And something about hockey or something. I don't know what the heck that is. But okay. I like Diane Keaton. I like Susan Sarandon. I like Emma Roberts for the small part that she was in The Hunted. The Hunt. And who's this guy? Luke Bracey. Oh, yeah, he was in that shameful Point Break remake. Yeah, we don't talk about that film. Hollywood Reporter, Quinta Brunson. Okay. First look, NHL ice hockey legend Bjorn Solmig. I don't know what the heck that is. Some Swedish player. Lindsay Lohan and Cord Overstreet star in holiday rom-com Falling for Christmas. Netflix, November 10th. Yeah, we heard that she's coming back and she's going to be starring in a Christmas movie for Netflix. Should we do a full live watch along? I don't know. At least we won't see any nudity in it. So it should be pretty safe. But it's cool to see her back acting. Because she likes to do that, right? She's an actress. She's an artist. I'd like to see her sing again, too. There's a few tracks of hers that I like to listen to. Warrior Nun Season 2. Is this Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana begins filming summer 2023? Emilia Perez. Comedy. When is Selena supposed to do this rock climbing movie? It feels like it was years ago that we talked about that. She was supposed to do like the woman that climbed Everest. When is that supposed to happen? Only Murders in the Building Season 3 begins filming in January. I wish I could see that, but I don't have access to... What was it? I can't remember what platform that's on. But yeah, Selena Gomez had a new song that dropped today too. I listened to it. It was kind of slow. It was a little bit quieter version. It was a dialed back version of it. I think it was just her voice and a piano. So very interesting. Good for her. Cool. Because she's got that documentary coming out, I think this Friday too, right? Where she kind of like bears her soul for everybody to see. Greta Gerwig, Maya Rudolph, and Margot Robbie, well, they just worked together for, these two did, for Barbie. Modern Family, Adam Devine and Sarah Hyland reunite for Pitch Perfect spin-off Bumper in Berlin. Oh yeah, that trailer dropped yesterday too, right? Barry Keoghan auditioned for Dune Part 2. I really enjoyed that process. I'm a big fan of Dune, and it would have been nice to have been part of it. I'm a big fan of Timothée Chalamet as well, but it wasn't for me. You have to accept that sometimes. So what did he audition for Fade? I guess maybe. I think maybe he did, right? Fade, who's now going to be played by Austin Butler, the guy who just did Elvis. I could see maybe he applied for Fade. I don't know who else he would have applied for. But yeah. Dune Part 2, I can't wait for that next year, guys. I think that rounds us out for today. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza has been confirmed to star opposite Catherine Hahn in Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Cool. All right, guys, it's 1:30. I already done the digest, so we got a little bit of time here. We can just scroll around and talk about whatever you want to talk about, or I can just whip out the old guitar and jam. Why not? I think I need to adjust the color palette for this. I think I have too much red popped into it. A little bit too much red, right? Yeah, who cares? It's been a busy morning. I've been out doing stuff, out shopping. Hey, did you check out that picture of me up on the community tab? It's like me. It was so misty this morning. Has it cleared? Yeah, it's cleared. It's sunny now. It was like there's a dense fog. You can barely see across the parking lot. Lost in the mist and no monsters, thankfully. Yeah, no monsters. There were no monsters in the mist. I was working with a lot of G harmonic minor. Yeah, what I want to do is I want to, because people really react to like I get a lot of good reception to the full reactions. What may happen is kind of a thing of we may just do the digests for movie news during the week, and then just the way that we do like the horror weekly roundup. The movie news roundup, the full live shows of that will be on Fridays. I think that's the way that we'll do it. We'll do like a full live movie news on Fridays and Saturdays, and then we'll just what I'm going to do this week is all the digests will be stitched together and they'll be up on Sunday for people to watch to catch up. But it won't be, that big chunk won't be put into the subscription feeds. It'll be just out there for people to find the channel, right? But that doesn't mean that live streaming is going away. We'll still live stream every day. It's just we'll be live streaming content like movies and stuff like that. I don't know. Just in a period of flux. We'll still try to live stream every day, except for Sundays. It'll be still interactive because we'll be filming. We'll still be we'll be doing live watch-alongs. And as soon as another series comes up, we'll be doing watch-alongs for that too. I'm thinking next week, and we may just use that as a cleanup week. So we'll clean up watching Loki season 1. We'll finish off those 2 episodes, and we'll finish up watching Midnight Club. And then those will be put into nice lists for everybody. And then we'll do Bone Tomahawk next week. Yeah. do I keep going back to that? Because that's the G. That's a G right there. G major. But maybe it should be G minor if you're using G minor. That's G minor. And it's like A. Yeah, it's actually more like, that's the A diminished, right? B minor. No, I think it's C major then, right? No, because I'm using a harmonic minor, so it would be C minor. Oh God. then D minor. I'm just trying to think of. I was working with that Queen of Hearts again. Last night I thought I had it solved, where I'd be like, when I just go back up to the G, because the G would be the bass, right? The G, it would be the tonic. Sick psycho goth queen, 'cause I made her feel anger, 'cause I made her feel anger. And that's where I thought I would go back to the G, because she is a queen of hearts. Yeah, I thought it would sound fine, but I don't think it does. Let's see if I have left behind my empress. Oh, she made us feel under such duress. So without me, she became consumed with pure hate. Now it's her fate to take off your heads. Oh, 'cause I made her feel anger, 'cause I made her feel anger. And then, because she is a queen of hearts, she demonstrated from the start, and she is my lucky card, and she is a queen of my heart. So I can try that, or I can raise it up to the higher D. It is not her fault that she got ugly. She will fight to retake her beauty. Oh, when I come back from my death to reclaim my wife, my sick psycho goth queen. Oh, 'cause I made her feel anger, 'cause I made her feel anger. Because she is a queen of hearts, she demonstrated from the start. And she is my lucky card, and she is the queen of my heart. I don't know. That's what I've just been fooling around with. That's what you kind of fool around with when you're a songwriter, right? But but sooner or later I gotta make a decision and just move on from that song. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. Join us for a couple more shorts for the day, and then, that'll be it for today. Join us tomorrow for more movie news. I think I will try to, I'll try to get the digest out by 11. And then tomorrow, we're watching Enola Holmes 2, and I'll be looking forward to that. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. You know it helps out the channel quite a bit. And see you next time on more Mirror Domain.